Listen, I didn't feel bad, because I still have a lot of years to go, I still have a lot to come from me, but I just have to go back and focus on the All African Games. For us to get it better, as I've said before, we need to develop more of the grassroots. Go to high school championships. Inter-house sport. That's how Mrs. Gloria Bajimi found me in 2006 or 7. I can't remember. And we need to focus more on those type of championships. Also, it's not only the officials and the people the kids that are running as well. You need to believe in their abilities and take it from there, and don't get discouraged by anything. Just grab the bull by the horn and keep fighting for whatever they want.
Definitely athletics development.
Looking confident.
And of course, when talked about going to school and taking it to schools and development and all that. But if only they can just incorporate it into it, because it's going to be very, very difficult. It's just for the National Sports Commission and maybe with the Education Board, all of them come together and decide to inculcate athletics into
the curriculum.
It will be better. That's just the way. If not, you're just having athletes a one-off, and of course they have to choose, because your parents will tell you, choose between you doing sports or your degree. So you have to, you definitely choose one. And your degree, that's what definitely going to put food on your table much more later.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So, do we have any Twitter messages you want to take?
We're getting this one coming from. We're talking about basketball and athletics, and football fans are throwing words at us. Fidel Sieni is rooting for shooting stars, and then he said, up shooting. He said, shooting will shoot down every record this season. Well, I'm sure first they will win in 10 years. Come on. But that's a fan for you. He's just trying to let you know that they don't care. As long as the team is winning, that's what they want.
That's what they want. Okay. Basketball quickly.
Basketball? The DSTV Basketball League, talking about the final 8 playoffs. Well, we'll definitely have a number of them. Interesting one, talking about the likes of Lagos Islanders. Well, they played, like Cecilia was saying earlier on. But first, let's take a look at this clip from the final 8 playoffs, talking about Islanders reacting to their victory. And then when we come back, we'll definitely trash the topic right away. So please, take it.
We lost the first one. We won the second one. We're looking forward to the third one. And hopefully, the Holy Spirit will help us through the third one. But it's very important we win the third game anyway to stay for the semi-finals. We have 8-man rotation, and we've been playing all through the season with that, and somehow we've been able to manage ourselves. The difference is so wide apart. You have a place where you're celebrated. You finish a game and there are fans left and right. The court is tush. The venue is tush, and you can't compare it. But this is what we have right now. This is what the federation can provide, and I think time after time we'll get better. And I know they're putting in the best. But the best is yet to come. We want to win the championship, like any other team. We want to win it and prove a point, and I think that's where we're going to. I'm very certain we're winning it.
Well, we feel great. This is our first win. We'll just try and take the game one at a time, and we have a game against Gombe Bulls tomorrow. We hope to pick that. If we pick that game, I think we are good for the semi-finals. The target for us is to go to the Continental Championship. Probably we'll win the league in Nigeria first before we qualify for that. We hope we could come first or second, because the first or second team represents Nigeria in the club championship. So that's our target. We want to go for Continental Championship and probably conquer Africa. Wow, it's been very great. No team has ever done that in Nigeria. We have our own home ground, where we play our home games. It feels very great. We've taken the step. We hope other clubs will follow suit.
All right, the reactions there from the DSTV Basketball League, the Nigerian Basketball League. Listening to Sheyi Ayodele there, of course, who is the assistant coach of the Islanders, and of course the captain Seun Akinwale. Well, they're looking upbeat about their results.
Game against Gombe, they just can't wait for that, because after losing their first game, winning the second one, I think they really want to be back. But one interesting thing they actually talked about was the fact that they're having their home ground, and they hope that other teams can also follow suit. And whenever they are playing, the fans and what they get, and I think that's what you have in this game. This is actually the result: Kano Pillars and of course Cadre Stars. That game, was really a high-scoring game, 80-62. Islanders and of course Customs talked about that at 65-56. And Union Bank and of course Dodon Warriors, that was a whitewash, 63-37. Gombe Bulls, which Islanders will be facing today, and Mark Mentos, of course. Mark Mentos edging them by 63-61. That's really cool. And today's fixtures, Union Bank and Cadre Stars. I think that's the one you'll be looking forward to.
Yeah, exactly. Mark Mentos, Customs, that should be an interesting one as well. Kano Pillars and Dodon Warriors. And of course, you talked about Lagos Islanders trading tackles with Gombe Bulls.
Kano Pillars, of course.
Gombe Bulls.
Really interesting. Mark Mentos is definitely mighty.
Of course, well, because everybody knows about Mark Mentos from the Savannah Conference. The Gombe Bulls have shown good character this season, and to actually make the final 8, a lot of people didn't expect that, and they did it. So I love the element of surprise. Let's see if they can do the impossible against Lagos Island.
Okay, and of course, we talked about the D Tigers. Of course, they're actually having fun right now, so to speak, because they were able to beat the China national team side, by 82-76. That is actually in Italy. They're actually having warm-up games preparing for the Afro Basketball Championship. And Ike Diogo, of course, was able to score as much as 13 points, Seni Lawa 12 points, and El Farouk Aminu 10 points. And of course, they will also be playing China again on Thursday. That's the return leg of that particular game. They will be leaving for Tunis, where the Afro Basketball Championship will be taking place on the 16th. Of course, their first game is against Cameroon, and that will be on August 19th. We're wishing the Tigers all the best as they prepare for Afro Basketball Championships. They need to finish well for them to get a ticket for the Olympic Games. And that is the key.
They need to also win the Afro-Basket. I gave it to Cecilia as the Super Focus. It's about time for the senior men's national team.
And it's about time for MBBF to do what is right for the players.
Need to win the Afro-Basket Championship. It's about time. I mean, they've been competing and just haven't won it yet. It's almost unbelievable that Nigeria is here to win the Afro-Basket Championship.
Hopefully they get to win it. Can we talk to Femi Adefeso?
Yeah, we're expecting to speak to a member of the MBBF Media Committee, Femi Adefeso. That's it. He joins us now via telephone. Femi, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good to be on the show with you.
Taking a look at the DSTV Premier League Final 8, what's your take on it so far?
Well, it's been interesting action, I must say. In fast lead of the bill, although we've seen some which, of course, is typical of this office. Particularly, cost on the Bulls in the first game of the series was presented because you look at the caliber of players on the Gombe. I would have expected today too. Sorry, Mentors. That game was explosive from beginning to end. Gombe Bulls fell short again, losing by 2 points to Mark Mentors in that one. So it's looking like Mark Mentors have all but secured the place in the semi-finals already. So also Kano Pillars. You expect the champions to show today too by getting their second win. So both teams look like they are all set and dry. But for Lagos Islanders, they would have to win their game today if they want to move to the next round, because they just managed just one win in 2 games after losing their first game in the final 8. And so also the likes of Dodon Warriors too will be hoping to get one more win today, having lost to their close rivals Union Bank yesterday as well. So it's been a mixed bag for everybody, wins and losses here and there. Only Mark Mentors and Kano Pillars really have been the ones that have set themselves apart. And you would expect that to Austin from last season. So they really stepped up and shown exactly why they got to the finals last year and why everybody sees 2 teams in the league. So today's round of matches that you railed out the fixtures so no need for me to go over it again. Will, of course, be a decider for the likes of Lagos Islanders, the likes of Union Bank, the likes of Customs, too, who have already put themselves one leg into the semi-finals. But should they get a win today against Mark Mentor, which will be very tough, they will be there in the semi-finals. Remember, only 2 teams will qualify to the Continental Championship, talking about the African Basketball Club Championship later on this year. So that's the main goal for most of these teams, qualify for the continent.
Okay, Femi, quickly, Islanders, of course, they said they're actually playing with 8 players this season, and that's not really too good for them. You listen to the captain saying that their target is definitely the championship. Do you think they can do that with 8 players?
I think it's not so far.
Okay, I think we're having issues with Femi here. Definitely, subsequently, the final 8 is still on. Would definitely be getting to talk to you more. Semi-finals, just can't wait for that and see if Islanders, like they're talking tough, if they can pick a ticket for the continent or win the championship like they're expecting. But we know the team Caterpillars definitely is a team to beat this season.